lately, man, I've just been wanting to pick up some guys who I haven't even used yet. Not even in BR or anything. Haven't used in the game at all, and I don't even care how new they are. They could be brand spanking new, or they could have been in the game since the very beginning. And I definitely haven't used this flashback Carlos Gomez. People have been saying he's a beast, and he is a beast. I've always wanted to pick this guy up, to be honest, but especially since I picked up Matt Kemp. He's been doing a good job in center field, and since Crawford pretty much has to be in the lineup at all times, and Ted Williams has been holding his ground, keeping the fort shut down over there in right field, hasn't made one single error since he's been on the team. Plus, you always need to have some power lefty guys in the lineup too when you're facing those righties on the mound. So the thing was too is I was actually just gonna start him against lefties. Like, that Carlos Gomez would be one of the best platoon guys, or maybe not, but he would be a very good platoon guy against lefties. Like, the hitting stats versus lefties is ridiculous. Like 97 power, 92 contact. The vision is the only problem on that card, if you ask me, because the contact versus righties and even the power I can deal with. I've used guys in the past with not that good contact versus righties, but they usually have good vision too, so with the combo of that, it could kind of, just cancel out. But the vision isn't that good, and the contact isn't that good against righties, so I don't know. I didn't really want to wait around to try and face a lefty, because I would have been sitting here until I was dead of old age if I was going to wait until I faced a lefty. So I may as well just throw him in the lineup and see what he could do, because I find that I probably don't even do that good. I can't do much worse than I've been doing with Kemp against righties. I mean, Kemp is a good guy to face against all guys too, but the vision isn't that good as well. So sometimes, like, even that's the thing. Like, Matt Kemp, the flashback Kemp has fucking amazing stats, just hitting stats in general, but he doesn't have that good vision. So you can even struggle against righties sometimes too. And yeah, I just didn't really think I was going to do that much worse with Carlos Gomez at the plate, since, yeah, he was making the debut, and I don't even know what's going to happen. Like, if Carlos Gomez goes out here and just goes ballistic, sending moonshots deep, getting base hit after base hit, and if he plays good in the field, I mean, it is rare to find a guy, too, with good speed, good arm strength, and good fielding, so that is very rare. If you ask me, you can even put him at the top of the lineup, and he can steal some bases. Getting over anxious on the very first pitch of that at-bat, up on my eyes, and I'm swinging and missing. But the second pitch, I'm able to find some outfield grass, so that is what you need to do in a debut game for Gomez, and then he's taken off. Gomez making an impact early on in this game, getting an RBI to increase the lead for the squad, and then he steals a base. Was actually looking to steal third as well. I mean, it wouldn't even be that difficult if your opponents don't go to the slide step or anything. You could steal third easily, pretty much, if you get a good jump at least. But I'm getting off to an early lead, 3-0 already in the top of the second, and both of us had Ubaldo Jimenez on the mound. He is the new Nolan Ryan / Jose Fernandez, like I've been saying in the past couple of videos. This guy's been taking the hill everywhere you look. Not even that much longer before I'm going to get sick and tired of seeing him on the mound. And yeah, I still have Nolan Ryan's not even in the starting rotation at the moment, because I'm still trying to get Bumgarner to the hill. He hasn't even pitched in one game since I picked him up, so that really fucking sucks. Exhibit A on why I don't want to pick up guys who are going for like 90,000, 100,000, because you can't even take them to the fucking mound for the most part. Going down in the second inning, making no noise. I mean, geez, after the start I got, I had a feeling the bats were going to slow down. I wasn't going to go out there and just get 3, 4, 5 hits an inning and even increase the lead even more. You saw Cano go deep too, so Cano has been on fire the last couple games. Altuve is still sitting on the bench. And yeah, like I've been saying too, I'm trying to get guys who I haven't used before. And I was just looking in the market. Like, I was searching forever, trying to find some guys who I haven't used in the game yet, and I only saw like a handful of guys who there wasn't any guarantees, there wasn't any guys I saw who I was like, damn, I need to use this guy, except for the flashback Miguel Cabrera. But as everyone knows, that's a long stretch, since he goes for like 400,000 stubs. I'd have to sell everybody on the team, and I'd still probably wouldn't have enough, because most of these guys are locked into the collection. So I don't even know the flashback. Look at that grab right there. But the flashback Miggy is probably the only one who I am, desperate to use at the moment. Haven't used him in BR or anything, so I can't even imagine how good he is at the plate with all those hitting stats. I mean, yes, he's third base too. I guess you could play him at first, but his third base stats with the 50 fielding, I don't know if you'd want to even stick him at third base. You'd probably best bet would be to put him at first base and then just see what he could do over there and not even bother with putting him at third base. But I also saw another third baseman who I haven't used yet, and he actually is pretty decent. Mike Schmidt over there at third base with the crazy power. I think his power is like 97. I don't even remember what it is, but it is above 95, so that is another guy who can hit some dingers on the board. That's another guy, too, has some bad contact versus righties. I only think it's like 60-something, but again, another guy who can get it done against lefties. But the fielding stats are insane, too. Like, I don't even think I've seen a third baseman in the game with better fielding stats than him. Like, 91 fielding, 90-something arm strength, and all of his fielding stats are above 90. So he's not even going for that much at the moment since he was going for a crazy amount at the beginning of the game, if I do recall. All right, don't hate me, man. I just wanted to see what Gomez could do, man. I wanted to see if the speed. I wanted to test out the speed, see if he could lay down a bunt and run that shit out, since he definitely wouldn't have been expecting that right there. Just wanted to see if he could run something out. A little bit of a trial there for the speed. He did steal a base earlier, so I just wanted to see if he could lay down a bunt. I'm no fucking cheeser or whatever everybody likes to call it. I just wanted to lay down a bunt and see if he could run that shit out. But yeah, Schmidt is another guy I might pick up, like 75,000 he's going for right now, which is still a lot, obviously. But at the beginning of the game, or just when he made it to the market, he was going for a couple 100,000, I'm pretty sure. And that's just another guy who I haven't used yet. I don't even know who else I could even get. I've looked at outfielders high and low to try and find somebody who else I could use. But yeah, like Kemp is out there, Crawford is out there now, like Gomez is out there, and Ted Williams. I already got 4 guys who I would want to use in the outfield at all times. Like Kemp and Gomez you could use against the lefties, and then Crawford and Ted Williams you could use against the, did I say, I think I said lefties, but you could use Ted Williams and Crawford against the righties too, so that's a good mix of guys, 2 that are lefties and 2 that are righties. And A-Rod hasn't been doing much for the squad yet, but I do have a feeling he's going to break out of it and just go crazy one game. And I haven't faced that. I've only faced 1 lefty, I'm pretty sure, since A-Rod has been in the lineup. So that is probably another reason why he hasn't been doing that much. Crawford is just killing me, too. Killing me on the opponent's side of the field. So everybody seems to like Crawford. I see not that many people with Crawford, to be honest. But every single time I face somebody with Crawford, they always do good against me because the guy is just insane and can do pretty much everything, like I've been saying forever now. But I'm still not sure if I want to get any of the new level 50 guys. Ryan Braun would probably be the best bet if I was going to get somebody. But since they took out AFK, and like I mentioned, that just sucks. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make a lot of tickets from now on till the games end. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick up anybody in the new captain's sets or whatever, because it's going to be hard, especially now, to get tickets. And yeah, that's just about it. I didn't really see who else I could probably pick. There's a lot of pitchers probably who I could pick up, but I do not want to spend that many stubs on pitchers. And yeah, I need somebody behind the plate. And I don't know. I have no idea why. I feel like everybody has the prime Joe Mauer. I feel like everybody has him. So probably a lot of people have seen a lot of gameplay on him eventually. And he still goes for a lot. I mean, he is the best catcher in the game, obviously, with those fucking insane hitting stats, but he goes for around 120-something thousand, I think, at this very moment. And yeah, that just seems to be the case. Every single person wants to get Joe Mauer, so everybody is just shooting for him. So I found that everybody does have him. I've been wanting to get the flashback Yadier Molina since the game as first came out too. And then since the flashback Joe Mauer came out, I kind of been wanting to get him. But I feel like everybody does have him. It would be nice to have a lefty as a catcher, though, because I find that is one position who struggles against the righties. And Posey, Gary Carter were not doing shit against righties when they were in the lineup. And Yogi obviously was doing amazing. That guy, he was probably my second best hitter on the team, and I would put him back in the lineup. But yeah, I just want to use some new guys. I've been using Yogi since the beginning of the game, since it first came out. So kind of does suck that Yogi was one of the best hitters on the team. Him and Crawford alone were hitting, I think Crawford is still hitting around like 323, and Yogi was hitting around 315, 310, something like that. So maybe I could pick up Joe Mauer, since a lot of people seem to want me to get him. And it would be a nice guy. I heard his blocking, though, is terrible. I hear he can't block shit. So that fucking shit pisses me off, man, when your catcher can't block anything, especially late in games. That shit that is one of the only things that frustrates me in this game, when your catcher can't block shit. So I feel like Maurer would just piss me off behind the plate, but at the dish he could probably get a lot going. Now that we are in the late innings of this game, it's pretty much in the bag. I mean, I didn't really talk about this game because there wasn't that much going on after the first inning. I mean, I came out swinging. I came out with like 4 hits in the first inning, got like 3 runs. And once you put Flashback Rodney in the game, it is pretty much game, set, and match. We're already in the 9th. There's 1 down, getting the first guy on the K. Fastball into this guy right there, but he is just flying out to Kemp. I inserted in this game, put him in left field. And then now he's down to his last out of this game, and with Rodney on the mound, don't have to worry about shit with Rodney on the mound because he is just he hasn't blown anything. I don't even think he's given up a run since he's been on the squad, and that is including his live series card too. Every single game I pitched with Flashback Rodney or just his live series card, they haven't given up anything. Ubaldo Jimenez gets player of the game, which, I mean, I guess he earned it. He got about 5-6 Ks. He went about 7 innings, really shut the door for the team. But if anyone wants to see me get some certain players, keep commenting down below, and maybe I'll be able to pick up some guys.